Hi, we're Milo and Erica. We met and fell in love in Ashland, Oregon. Shortly after that, we bought an RV, got pregnant, and decided to begin searching for a place to plant some roots and build our family. We knew we wanted to be in the Pacific Northwest, and after an exhaustive search, we found a gorgeous piece of land in northern Idaho. This is our story of building what we hope will become our family legacy. We are seeking sanctuary for us and hopefully future generations of our family.
Oh boy. It's early today. It's Christmas week, so they're not open. They're not open midweek because of Christmas. They would have been open on Thursday or Friday if I said I would show up, but I don't want to be in the way of anybody's Christmas vacation or possible Christmas days off. So it's Monday, and they got some weird hours today, so we're up extra early. Let's get done.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this week. We did a lot of work, moved a lot of dirt. Next week we have to take our truck to the repair shop to repair the damage from the crash that I had a few weeks back, which means we won't have the truck. So we're going to hire the company to move the dirt for us, and we're going to leave the skid steer out at the property so we can move the dirt while they run it for us. Okay, you go.
And we had some questions from my nephews, about our videos so far. So we're going to answer those. So the first one is, why does the truck have to be started first and left on? You want to answer that?
Well, it's a diesel engine, and diesel engines really need to warm up.
It's really cold here. So usually in the morning, even though it hasn't been a very cold winter and it's snowing now, in the morning it's usually in the 30s. So it needs to warm up because it's pretty cold out there. And it's also where we live. I feel like it's a little damper than it is other places, kind of like in a little bit of a valley. So it gets pretty cold here. What is the lever that you pull down? I think it's the shift.
Yeah, I'm
lever.
pretty sure that's the drive selector, the shift lever that you're talking about. There is a 4-wheel drive lever on the bottom that I'm always messing with. But yeah, sometimes I have to put it in 4-wheel drive to get out of the driveway because we live in the mud and the snow.
Can you sled down the hills in the dirt quarry? Well, we've never asked if you could do that, and I don't know if they would let us. They're pretty cool, but we haven't ever tried. So maybe if you come visit, then we could go over there and see. How much does the dirt cost? So if we are running it right now, it's $6.50 per ton. Although the guy at the quarry has been very nice to us, and he offered to take $1 off if we hire them. So when we hire them to run the dirt, it will be $5.50 per ton.
After all the expenses are factored in, we can run the dirt for about $8 a ton, and they're running the dirt at about $9 a ton because they keep giving us such good deals. So.
Baba, do you own the skid steer? Yes, we bought the skid steer.
Erica owns the skid steer.
Yeah, I bought the skid steer. It was in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, it was all the way in Minnesota. It was quite a few days of driving. When I went to go get it, we weren't doing YouTube videos at the time, so we didn't film anything, but I drove for like 10, 12 hours a day, and I would just sleep in the truck at a gas station, and it took me 3 days to go out and grab it and bring it back. But we got an amazing deal on it, like an amazing deal.
It was used. The guy got it from an auction, but the engine had just been rebuilt, so it was in pretty good condition. It's also like the heavy dutyest.
Yeah, it's one of the largest skid steers that you can buy. So I don't know if you've seen, we're struggling to get it in and out of our trailer. It keeps bending the ramps. So that's definitely a challenge.
What's Geotex?
I don't really know what Geotex is.
It seems to be kind of like a plastic type fabric that they use to build roads, and from what we've learned, it's like a roll of a certain kind. They make it in different thicknesses, and so it's meant to be able to like let water seep through. But basically, it kind of provides a barrier or a base for the rocks, so that when we put the rocks on it, because there's a lot of grasses and the ground's pretty wet under there, it's going to keep the rocks from sinking as far down, we think, as they would if we didn't put the Geotex there. So, like I've done some research in the way that they build some roads, like through wet areas, as they put logs down has Geotex, or you can do fabric. There's different things you can do. So we chose to get Geotex. There's also some dead logs that we built over.
We had it suggested to us by several different people a few different times, so we figured we'd just grab it and throw it under there. Okay,
where's Anjali?
She's right here.
Yeah. If
if you ever see a video and she's not there, it's because she's sleeping in the car usually, but usually one of us is holding her or hanging out with her while the other's in the skid steer, or she's there always. We don't ever leave her with anybody except us.
Pretty much.
But yeah, she hangs out and gets dirty and likes to play in the water.
She likes to ride in the skid steer, but we haven't put any video of that up because I don't know if we'll get in trouble for that or not.
How are we going to fill in all the way across? Dirt and rocks?
We're going to keep filling in with the same exact stuff that we have been filling in with. It's going really well. It really doesn't need too much. Maybe like a foot or two of what we've been using, and you can drive a tractor and a car down it. So we're pretty excited. I think we're going to make some really big headway next week, being that we're hiring the company to haul the rock, and they can haul more rock faster for us. It takes me an entire day, like a whole good chunk of a day, somewhere around 8 hours just to haul, 10 loads. So it's a lot of work. I got to start when it's dark, and I'm pretty much finishing up when the sun is setting. So it'd be nice to not have to haul so much.
Okay, and then the next one is, why don't you use a tamper to help keep the dirt permanent? So far, we actually haven't really needed to compact it or press it down at the top of the road. It was a lot of shale underneath, so it really compacted itself, basically, and the pit run is really heavy. That's like the name for the rock that we're using. It's called pit run. And sometimes there's like massive boulders in there, but it's pretty big rocks. And it's kind of being tamped down by the skid steer rolling over it and the car rolling over it. But we do have a compactor.
It doesn't do any better than just driving over it with that gigantic skid steer. So that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. How far is your land from your dirt place? How long does it take to drive?
So the dirt place is 15 minutes down the road. We really lucked out in that aspect. We didn't buy this land with that in mind, but it just kind of worked out by the grace of God. It's really easy to get dirt. They're very close, so.
Yeah, it's like at the end of our road on the main highway.
Literally at the end of our road. And the roads are really nice going out there. There's no big hills or anything crazy.
And then this is for my brother-in-law. How exhausting and difficult is this using our bodies? It's really not actually that.
Yeah, we're not.
I mean, you lifted those pipes, so those were pretty heavy.
I've been in construction for my whole life, so for me, this is really light work right now because I'm just sitting in the driver's seat hauling dirt and sitting in the skid steer. Sometimes I do have to shovel out the front of the trailer because it's too heavy and it won't lift up and dump the dirt out. But other than that, it's pretty light so far.
There hasn't been like a ton of actual physical labor. I mean, running the skid steer just requires this.
It's like a video game controls in there. It's really nice.
And standing up sometimes, but that's basically it.
We will be building things once we get onto the land. There's lots and lots of physical, laborious things to do. Like we're going to build a house and we have to set up our fifth wheel out there and all that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just the time. It is really hard to be in the truck all day long hauling dirt. And there's no breaks. It's just 8 hours solid, as fast as you can go, back and forth. So that definitely is difficult.
Thanks for watching. For sure, it's been quite an adventure so far for us doing this.
Uh-oh.
And I think a meltdown is imminent.
So
we're going to say bye for now.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wait, you know how to wave. Bye. Bye-bye. She's like, who am I saying bye to? Bye. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
There's a wave. Bye.
Bye-bye.